We all have been there, thinking that we are nailing a pose, only to realize that we are off the form. Today, with this iconic Interlace building of Singapore in my background, I'm going to give tiny tweaks in your poses that can make your form perfect and avoid any injuries or pain in the long run. Let's get started. Welcome to SG60 Yoga Wellness Series. I am Ranjani. I'm an internationally certified yoga therapist, pregnancy yoga teacher, author and founder of Ethnic Yoga. If you're new here, I would invite you to check out our previous episodes from the link given in the description box. Trust me, you will relish each and every one of those. The first pose that we are going to correct is the forward fold. So for that, first stand in Tadasana. Keep your big toes touching each other, hands to the sides of your body. Push your chest forward, relax your shoulder blades and stand straight. This is the neutral position on the Samavriddhi. From here, we are going to move into the pose. I'll be showing both the common mistakes that we are doing and how to do the pose in the correct way. To do the forward fold, we need to bend forward from the hip. So hinge forward from the hip. You can keep your hands either on your knees, near calf muscles or near your toes. Just keep your back straight and bend forward. So the ideal target is not just to touch the toes. Your hands can be either on your toes or on the mat or on blocks or even on your calf muscles or on your knees. The ideal position here to be followed is to keep your back straight. When you round the spine in a forward fold, you overload the lower back and weaken your core, making the stretch unsafe. So keep your back straight and bend forward from the hips. Do not round your spine, bend forward from the hips and go deep as much as possible and reach for your toes. Even if you need, you can give a slight bend in your knees so that it's easy for you to reach for your toes. Or use the yoga blocks to keep it in front of you and stay here. A proper forward fold decompresses the spine, calms the mind and lengthens the entire back safely. And while releasing, slowly raise up, coming back to Tadasana. Now let's move on to the Marjariyasana or the cat and cow. For that, we need to begin from the tabletop. There is some correction even in this tabletop posture. Whenever we are in the tabletop, we need to make sure our shoulder blades are in line with the wrist and the hips are in line with the knees. And there should be some space between your knees. Do not keep your knees closer to each other. Keep it hip width distance apart and keep your feet flat. This is the ideal position in tabletop. The major common mistake that many of them do in tabletop is keeping the fingers closer to each other, which will put a pressure on your wrist, and keeping it little bit forward or very close to your knees and keeping the knees close to each other. This tabletop will not give you the proper space to practice the cat and cow inhalations and exhalations. So starting with the tabletop in the correct posture, feet flat, neutral spine and look straight. Now as you inhale, drop your belly down, look up as much as possible, creating an arch in your spine. And as you exhale, push your spine up, round your spine and bring your head in between your arms. We need to engage the shoulder blades and shoulder muscles properly while doing the cat and cow. The major common mistake in this pose is just keeping the spine neutral and trying to look up and down. Many of the beginners do this in yoga classes. So engage all the muscles in your spine to efficiently utilize the benefits of this cat and cow pose. So inhale, arch your spine, look up. Exhale, round your spine, pull your shoulder blades in and round. Let's do this for 2-3 rounds. Cat-cow resets spinal mobility, boosts circulation and eases stiffness. But dropping the belly too much or collapsing the neck strains your lower back and reduces its benefits. Once you finish, rotate your wrist. Counter pose is also important in yoga. Every advanced pose or intense pose will have a counter pose, so do remember to practice the counter pose effectively. And the third pose that we are going to see is the Virabhadrasana sequence. For this, spread your legs as wide as possible. One common mistake is keeping the legs very closer and trying to do the pose, which will not bring the proper alignment into the pose. So spread your legs as wide as possible. At the same time, if you feel you're not stable, make sure you have something to hold on nearby, or you can keep your legs comfortably wider. So once the legs are spread wider, I'm going to do this on my left side. So turn the left foot completely outwards. The turning of the foot is essential in getting a proper form in the yoga poses. If your feet alignment is not proper, then your entire body alignment is not going to get a proper shape. So let's do this. Completely turn your left foot outwards and your right foot should turn slightly inwards. I'm going to show the warrior 1 and 2. For that, there are different alignment in the hips. So for the warrior 1, your hips should be completely turned towards the front leg and the front leg should bend 90 degree. Make sure your front leg forms a inverted L shape. So the knee should not go beyond this ankle, or it should not be like this. Try to press the feet firmly. Use all your toes to press evenly and press your leg to 90 degree. And align your hips. Keep this feet flat. One common mistake is raising this heel off the floor. It will turn into a lunge. So just try to turn your hips completely to this side. And another common mistake is leaning forward, which strains the front leg. You need to push yourself up. So your hips and your entire upper body should be in line, and you need to raise your hands closer to your ears. Either you can touch your palms together or keep it straight and hold on. This is the warrior 1. Look straight or look up. Your placement of your drishti is also very important in yoga. Virabhadrasana 1 strengthens your legs, opens your chest and powers your core, but only when aligned right. Perform on both the sides. Let's perform the warrior 2 on the opposite side. I'm going to do it on my right side. So turn the right foot completely right side. All the toes should be pointing to the right side of your mat. The left foot is slightly inwards. Again, my legs are widespread. Align your hips to the front. Both the hips should be in line and face forward for warrior 2. Bend the front leg. The same 90 degree. Align your hips. Stay firm on the feet on both the legs. And now raise your arms in line with the shoulder blades. You're not going to lean forward. Keep your torso in line with your hips and look straight. In warrior 2, perfect alignment fires your legs, tones your hips and sharpens your focus. But if your front knee collapses or your torso leans, you lose power and overload your joints instantly. Keep breathing with a gentle smile on your face and relax. Bring your legs closer to each other. Stand in Tadasana for few seconds as the counter pose. If you are interested in deepening your wellness journey, check out my book, Yogic Secrets of Eating. Purchase link is in the description box below. The next pose we are going to do is the Anjaneya Asana. For that, first we need to learn how to do the downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana properly. For that, move into tabletop in the proper alignment of tabletop. And now, tuck your toes and push your hips high. Lengthen your spine and soften your head. A well-aligned down dog decompresses your spine and energizes your whole body, but rounding your back or dumping weight into your wrist creates strain. Rather, bend your knees slightly or lift your heels off the mat to create proper alignment in Adho Mukha Svanasana. From here, take your right leg high, bring it to the center of your palms, drop the back knee to the mat and keep the feet flat. And slowly push yourself up. Press this feet firmly. Lift your arms up above the head and make a slight arch in your back. Keep yourself balanced and stable and try to look up. One common mistake in this pose is crossing the knee over the ankle. A properly aligned Anjaneya Asana opens your hips, boosts balance and protects your lower back. But with improper alignment, the pose stresses your back and joints. Another common mistake, doing it very closer without engaging the quads. This is not going to do anything. Keep your leg wider. Should feel it in your quads and lift it higher. And the front leg stays 90 degree and hold. Many think Anjaneya Asana is just the hip opener, but it actually strengthens our glutes and core when done right. And slowly relax. Sit in Vajrasana for few seconds. Got yoga related questions? Join my WhatsApp group with 500 plus members for support or follow my channel for updates if you prefer privacy. Links are in the description. And one final pose that we are going to see today is the Balasana or the child's pose, which is practiced in every yoga class for relaxation. There are different variations in the child's pose. I'm going to show you one beginner variation. In this, you need to keep your knees closer to each other. Ideally, you are sitting in Vajrasana, your big toes touching each other, and you need to sit on your heels comfortably. As you inhale, lengthen your spine well, and as you exhale, bend forward from the hip, keep your back straight. And one common mistake is to touch the forehead to the mat, they lift up from the heels and do this. No, rather than this, sit on your heels and try to lie down on your thighs as much as possible. It's understandable if you have a bigger belly, or for pregnant mothers, it is quite hard to rest their belly onto the thighs. For them, they can wide open your legs and bring it in between the space and go deep. So keep your forehead, the third eye point should be touching the mat. Your hands can either stay to the sides of your body or to the front. This is the wide-legged child's pose, and the palms is to face the ceiling and not like this. Stay here, soften the belly, relax your shoulders, breathe slow and deep. When done right, Balasanam resets the nervous system, stimulates your digestion and deeply relaxes your spine. And this completes our yoga practice for today. Remember, yoga is not about how far you go. It's about how aligned you feel in your own body. These small corrections can prevent pain and make yourself move freely in your body for years. Practice awareness on the mat and off the mat too, and bridge your body and mind. If you like this SC60 Yoga Wellness series, then do like, share and subscribe Atmic Yoga. Together, let's journey through the 60 days of mindful yoga across this beautiful island. One breath, one pose, one moment at a time. See you again on your next SC60 Yoga flow. Until then, Nandri.